Yellow-tailed black cockatoos are big forest birds, up to 65 centimetres, more than 2 foot long. Unlike other cockatoos, a large proportion of their diet is made up of wood-boring grubs. Their massive bills are adapted to tearing apart trees and breaking into the large woody seed pods of native banksias and the cones of introduced exotic pines. The sexes are easy to tell apart. This is the female bird. She has a black eye ring and a white bill. The male has a red eye ring and a black or grey bill. These yellow-tailed blacks have been feeding in an exotic pine tree, and they chop off these heavy green pine cones and then peel them back with their bill to get at the tiny winged seeds inside. They'll rip open either green pine cones like those or dry ones like this. And when they've finished, what they often do is chop off a branch to clear it out of the way. And they can cut through extraordinarily thick, tough branches with their bills. This one here is thicker than my thumb, and it's just been cut through effortlessly. Now these things just rain down from above while the cockatoos are feeding quietly in the tree. You've got to be a bit careful if you're underneath. Yellow-tailed blacks are found in forested regions of Australia's eastern and southern coasts, from central eastern Queensland through New South Wales, Victoria and South Australia as far as the Eyre Peninsula, and also in Tasmania. They're often seen in Canberra, Sydney, Adelaide and Melbourne, especially in parks where there are exotic pines. Unsurprisingly, such a large, noisy bird attracted the attention of the first European colonists at Sydney Cove. They recorded that the Aboriginal name was Wailar, which is obviously derived from the bird's strident call. This handsome image was drawn by the convict artist Thomas Watling sometime in the mid-1790s. The yellow-tailed black was scientifically described and named in 1794, just 6 years after the first fleet arrived in Sydney, by the prolific English naturalist George Shaw, who never visited Australia but described, from specimens sent back to London, many iconic Australian animals, including the budgerigar, eastern grey kangaroo, platypus, echidna and red-bellied blacksnake. Yellow-tailed blacks have an extraordinarily wide diet. Apart from pine and banksia seeds, they also feed on the tiny seeds of sheoaks, acacias, acacia gum exudates and galls, eucalyptus flowers and fungi. But it's their fondness for the larvae of wood-boring moths and longicorn beetles that stands out. They're experts at finding the holes left by the grubs and ripping open their bores. Torn open acacia saplings are one of the characteristic clues that these birds have been around. Yellow-tailed blacks have a long breeding season, which varies throughout their range. They nest in large vertical tree hollows on a bed of wood chips, which they prise off the inside of the hollow. The female alone incubates the eggs while the male feeds her. The whole process
from establishing the nest to the chick's fledging takes an astonishing 6 months. Usually only one chick survives, and this stays with its parents until the next breeding season. Although the species is regarded as unthreatened, the availability of such large nest hollows is its main vulnerability. A 1994 study in the forests of eastern Victoria found that the average age of suitable nest hollow trees was an extraordinary 228 years. If these trees are felled by logging operations or destroyed by bushfires, yellow-tailed blacks will face a real accommodation crisis.